Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Or if you're not new here, you might consider subscribing. I keep track, or at least I'm trying to all my successes, what I have learned, and I try to share them with you so you don't repeat my mistakes. Anyways, today I'm gonna show you one begonia that I am rooting from a leaf. We will take it out from this small pot and we will see if there's any roots that formed, and we will move it to a slightly bigger container. Now I'm planning to make a separate video on some mistakes that we might be doing while rooting things from cuttings. But I'm not gonna go in details today into this. You don't want to move something in a very big container if it had just rooted, if it has a small root system, because the plant will start to think, hey, I have to fill up the whole pot with roots now before I start growing. And we want to activate both processes at the same time. So I'm gonna put it in a just a little bit bigger container. I am even thinking this might even be too big, but we'll give it a try here. I used a combination of soil which has some homemade from our own compost from red wigglers, and I combined that with some coconut fiber just to make it fluffy and good for the roots to move. Here where I started the leaf, I don't even have any holes on this little cup, but what I did, I put some rocks at the bottom, like small rocks but big enough, and then I put soil. Here the soil that I've used is almost 100% coconut fiber. It's super fluffy. The thicker and harder your soil is, the more difficult your plant is going to root. So what I'm gonna do first is, because it's a little bit dry even though it's very fluffy, I am going to water it a little bit. I'm using some of the rainwater here that collected. It rained very heavy yesterday. You see how quickly the water goes inside? It's because it's very, very nice, the soil. I already watered here, and what I'm going to do, I'm gonna gently pull this out. You see how easy it comes. Wow, check this out, guys. That's amazing. It already rooted very well, so it's absolutely ready to go in a new pot. It's beautiful, the root system. Now there is no new growth yet. I just made a pause to stop that so I can show you. There's no new growth, it's just roots, but they're very beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to make a small hole here with my little tool. I will gently tuck this inside. Trying not to damage the roots. And I'm just gonna close it like so. Okay, very gently. I don't want to disturb anything around these newly formed roots, not at all. Nothing. Perfect. And even though my soil is wet, I'm still gonna water a little bit more. Just like so. And that's it. I'm gonna leave this to drain. I will put it outside. It was inside until now. I'll put it outside in a shady location though. I don't want this to burn out. Now, this beautiful baby, begonia maculata. I've been having hard times with it, to be honest with you. The soil is good as well, but even though I think the pot is too big, I think it's too big. So I'm first going to put it here to soak up, and then we will take it out to see how everything is going. And in the meantime, I'm gonna choose another pot which is smaller where we will transfer her. So this has already soaked up very well. For my gardening I use old tools as well, like old spoons and things like this. Now I chose this pot which will fit perfectly here as well. As you can see, it's not very big, and I already put some soil at the bottom, the same that I used for the begonia leaf. And I'm gonna gently, now that this is very soft, try to pull this out. You see, when you want to water, you really want to soak your plants. Even after soaking, I didn't keep it long enough. Inside is dry. On top it was wet, but inside is very dry. So that might have been one of the reasons why this plant hasn't been performing well. So let's move it, even though it also has coconut fiber here. But anyways, so this is pretty much the root system. I don't want to touch it, I don't want to bother it whatsoever. And trust me, plants like smaller places until they grow big enough. It will feel much better in there, this plant. So I'm gonna use from the same soil, but I will not make it compact. I'm not gonna press it or anything else. I want it to stay loose as much as I can. Okay, now the good thing about this pot is that it will retain some moisture at the bottom as well, so I can keep a small amount of water there from which the plant will be taking to drink. I put it here, and I'm gonna use the same rainwater. I'm gonna do from this side here. Okay, I want to water it very well. Now it will take some time for the roots to settle in here, because it's a new place. But I'm really hoping it's gonna do much better in this container, and finally it will start to move on. I will most definitely show you an update of this beauty. I like it very much, and I really hope I can have some success. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you and happy gardening. Make sure to subscribe.